Hi everyone, I'm Gary Null. I'd like to welcome you to this program. Hopefully you're watching this program as we stream it live over the internet. You can go to GaryNull.com to watch it. I'm broadcasting live from our studio in New York City. Today, hopefully in just a few moments, we will have an important interview. Dr. Robert Gallo and Dr. Luc Montagnier, who just won the Nobel Prize, will be my guests. They're celebrating the 25th anniversary of Gallo's publication of HIV equals AIDS. I'll be asking him about that discovery, and I'll be asking him questions that I believe are important concerning what we now know about AIDS and what they could change in their analysis if they could do it all over again. I believe we have our guests on the line now. Let's say hello to Dr. Robert Gallo. Nice to have you with us today, sir. And Dr. Luc Montagnier. Dr. Montagnier, Dr. Gallo?
Yes?
Hi. Thank you for being with us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
And if you speak a little louder, because we're actually using a cell phone, because the restaurant phone, they didn't get a very good one here. So when you can speak louder, please do so.
Okay, I will pick up my volume here. First, thank you for...
Luc Montagnier is here next to me, and he's going to give you his voice.
Okay.
Me?
Yes, thank you. Let's begin. First, Dr. Montagnier, could you give us your opinion of what you believe are the primary causes of AIDS, and what relationship would oxidative stress play in those, if any, from your point of view?
Okay, there is no doubt AIDS is transmitted by an infectious agent called now HIV. It's a virus, retrovirus. But there are factors which could increase symptoms caused by the virus, and one of them is oxidative stress. We study with my collaborator for a long time the effect of infection, of HIV infection, on human lymphocytes, both in patients and in the laboratory, and see that this infection causes strong oxidative stress because there is a gene called TAT which modifies the expression of antioxidative enzymes our body is making. So it's a symptom which has to be treated, and probably will improve, the treatment will improve the patient's conditions and perhaps also improve its immune system. Okay?
All right. One other question. You won your Nobel Prize for the discovery of the HIV virus. Could you explain how your HIV virus was purified in the sense of separating whole virus particles from all other organic materials? And what scientific document papers was that published in?
For a long time, the HIV virus has been, the RNA has been sequenced. We know all the genes of HIV, so this virus is real, there is no doubt, and the fact that if you attack this virus by specific inhibitors, you improve the patient condition, show that this virus is causing AIDS. You can not cure, but you can maintain in life and good condition people with specific inhibitors to the virus. So I think this will be the final proof that HIV is the cause of AIDS. Okay?
All right. Could I speak with Dr. Gallo, please?
I'm right here. Listening to you.
Okay. How would you, if you could do this all over again, what would be the different approaches you would take now, knowing such things as the original toxicity of AZT when it was given at 1.3 to 1.5 grams to all those patients? You wouldn't do that today, of course, if you were a physician.
No, despite some people believing otherwise, no one is exactly God, and science progresses as it studies. Without the AZT experiments by Dr. Sam Broder, we would have never believed that antiviral therapy was even theoretically possible, since it was the first time in the history of medicine that a demonstrable effect of lowering the virus in a clinical patient had been achieved with a rational drug that was an inhibitor of a key enzyme of the virus, an inhibitor of reverse transcriptase. Without that, there would be no entry of the pharmaceutical industry and the development of a triple drug therapy, which, by the way, AZT is part of in many of the triple drug cocktails, even in 2009. So instead of a negative appraisal of a historical medical achievement because the dose wasn't right, tell me your example, or any of your people who talk like this, of any period in medicine, starting, let's say, with, or give me a good example, with insulin, or with the treatment of syphilis, in which several people were killed at the start, immediately killed by overdose, or insulin where nobody knew the right form, the right amount. You don't just begin with a flash from the heavens saying how much do you get, here's how much to give. There has to be experiments. They were done in animals first, and it was a reasonable beginning. And it really led to this great advance that Luke has already discussed, which, in my view, wasn't needed for any proof of HIV causing AIDS, but was certainly a great nail in the, let's put it in the coffin of people who didn't want it to be the cause of AIDS, and held back progress and caused the loss of far more lives than any AZT did.
There are a number of HIV people, positive people, who have survived many years, over a decade.
Yeah, we understand that now. They have genetic, we understand the genetics of that, and for you to bring it up, I would hope that you would understand the genetics equally as we do.
Well, what
people have variable genetics that can contribute to control of HIV. The B57HLA gene, for example, the modification of the CCR5, for example, the polymorphism of the genes that control the making of some of the beta-chemokines, for example, and there are about 15 to 20 more examples. Some people are born with those. We understand the mechanism. It fits perfectly with HIV. And unfortunately, such people form a small minority, since untreated people are certainly more than 90% who will go on to develop AIDS and die.
how do we know that? What proof is there?
How do you know it? Because we have experience. Have you been in a clinic?
Have you been to Africa?
I have been in clinics. I have spoken with
Sounds
thousands.
like you learn nothing.
Sir, I didn't invite you on to be insulted, nor would I insult you.
With the nature of your questions are insulting to the rationale of most people who are thinking people. So I can put it both ways.
I have not brought you on to insult you or degrade you in any way. I brought you on to ask a legitimate question. Now, I have over 2,000 statements made by highly credible people, including Nobel Prize winners, who question many aspects of the science. Are you going to dismiss all the statements made by people who have responsibly looked at the science, who are in the science like you? Would it not be better in a democracy to open a discussion, a dialogue, instead of attacking people?
No, my view is you're not worth my time or effort to talk. And I'm sorry I answered the phone. You're one of the HIV denialists. You know who the Nobel Prize winner is. One is Kerry Mullis. I wouldn't put him as a biologist, let alone a physician or an epidemiologist. He is somebody who made PCR a great contribution. He's a chemist, and that's where it lives and ends. Let us put it simply. The National Academy of Science, the Pasteur Institute, the National Institutes of Health, every single institute in it, the Institute of Medicine, WHO, UNAIDS have all concluded that this is the cause of AIDS. So please, stop this nonsense. You harm public health, and it's a disgrace to National Public Radio.
I would hope that you would be... Well, they hung up. Okay. They have a right to do that, and we have a right to offer legitimate challenge to them. It's unfortunate, but this is the degree to which these people are willing to make statements. All of the people that I have in front of me, they will not debate. They will not sit down in front of the American public and reasonably and responsibly have a discourse. And since they refuse to acknowledge anyone who dissents from them as being legitimate, I intend now to share some specific statements from these individuals, and then you decide for yourself.